La cosa se puso buena, el gozo corre por mi vena, vamos a olvidarnos de la pena, esta fiesta nadie la frena, sin parar, porque traímos bomba para fincar, y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar, no importa lo que pase vamos a gozar, traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para fincar y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Yo, mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca.
First opened in 2006, we're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Major League Baseball on the show is next. Jack Flaherty is on the mound for the Cardinals. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And now in the box, Brandon Nimmo. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the AB on its way. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway in St. Louis.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Here's another 1-2. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time.
Gotta love the battle we're seeing right out of the gates in this game. That's 7 pitches now, and if this is any indication, we're in for a good contest here.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dero, what's the key for a road victory in this one?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be, let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts clearing, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
Francisco Lindor stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. A ball and 2 strikes.
ball, 2 strikes.
Just getting started here in St. Louis. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Racing back to center fielder. Still going back. Gone! It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, and they take the lead.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
And that's the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 2 for 3. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Another full count pitch home. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. As a look, now the pitch.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from Busch Stadium. It's 1-0 Mets. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, everyone knows he's one of the game's elite pitchers, so if you like good pitching, you're in for a real treat. Not many other guys compare, and the thing I enjoy the most about him is the confidence that he exudes when he's out there. Trust me, he doesn't lack it, and the opposing hitters, they feel it when they're standing in the box against him.
Tommy Edman is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Paul Goldschmidt is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hopped up. Davis battles the sun a bit, but has it for round number 1.
Batting first, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. First pitch on its way. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
So now to the plate, Dylan Carlson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0.
Nope. This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. Three and 0 now.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
O'Neill, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Batting 6. The shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul DeYoung. And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled away.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Full count now. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Conforto able to track it down for the 3rd out. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the 2nd, all even now at 1-1. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. This is in the air out to left field. O'Neill has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And I'm locking in today on outfielder Tyler O'Neill for one reason, people. This guy is absolutely jacked. I mean, probably the most shredded guy in the game. Light tower power, and offers his manager some versatility in the outfield as well.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard towards the hole, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
In now, James McCann. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Runners on the move for second. To the left side, but it's well foul. On a a rope to the second baseman. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
At the plate now, Jacob deGrom. And that one yanked just foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
And he fouls this one off. Davis is off at first with 2 away. And that misses 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Here now the 2-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Three-2 pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. O'Neill is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. In previous duels with deGrom, he's totaled 4 hits in 20 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pulled toward right center field. Nimmo will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
Batting it, the catcher, Andrew Knizner.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Andrew Knizner. Now here's the first offering.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
1 out, nobody on. And that misses 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
To the plate now, Jack Flaherty. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball well outside. Outside, 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity, up and in. It's going to be too tough.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We played 2 full innings and we are tied 1-1. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Now the first pitch.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike. Fastball in there, 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out, 1 away.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. 2 down, no one on base, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. First offering.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2 out, nobody on. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Tommy Edman.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Legs churning, he's headed for second, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one. He popped out in his first trip. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-0. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Goldschmidt leads off second with nobody out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to his bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Next to dig in, Tyler O'Neill, hit by a pitch last time, perhaps looking for a little payback.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. None out, runners at first and second. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Dylan Carlson, worked a walk in his first plate appearance. From the belt, kicks and deals. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. First and second now, one man out. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Paul DeYoung is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fouled away. The set and the 1-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cards get one in the inning on the RBI double. We're through 3 here in the Gateway City. It's now 2-1 St. Louis.
My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First pitch of the AB now. Alonso brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
Hit on the ground toward the left. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. No one on with 1 down. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. First pitch on its way. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. He flew out in his last AB. First delivery to him. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Another 1-2 delivery.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Two and 0 now. The 2-0. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Into the box now, Andrew Kisner. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, a double play.
We don't get to see the glove toss enough, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
At the plate, Jack Flaherty. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And now, J.D. Davis. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now here it comes. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Goldschmidt trying to get there. Now the 1-1 pitch is a ball high and inside. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Full count now, 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Down the left field line. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. So now to the plate, James McCann. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Davis stands at second with no outs. Popped him up. Kisner moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So here's the Mets pitcher, Jacob deGrom. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Now here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is O'Neill. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So stepping in is Brandon Nimmo, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that misses, ball 1. Hit hard down the left field line. But this lands foul down there to make it 1-1. 1-1 the pitch. Goes the other way as this is line to left. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Mets leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1. That brings in Tommy Edman.
For St. Louis, the right fielder, Tommy.
Now the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the run is Nimmo. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Next to stand in is Paul Goldschmidt. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 2-1. Ryan Helsley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Francisco Lindor will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here it comes.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One and 2 now.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 delivery. 2 balls and no strikes.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And that's over. 2-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Nipped the corner. 2-2.
Well-executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
So here's Pete Alonso. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball taken for strike 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Genesis Cabrera comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Another one sent foul.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Hard hit ball to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Little ground ball with eyes right there. He might have been a little bit out in front, but I don't care. That's a bullet knock in the box score tomorrow morning.
So here's Jeff McNeil as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Smith at second, Conforto at first, 2 out in the inning. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
3-1. Here's the pitch. And he bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now. Fly ball right down the line in left. O'Neill waits on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. 2 left for the Mets. Our score remains 2-1.
I just want a life.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. And digging in is the outfielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch on the way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Now into the box, Dylan Carlson. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here's the first pitch. Ball 2 now. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1 home.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. He set and the pitch.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-0 count, the pitch.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Here's Matt Carpenter, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this rate.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jordan Hicks is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Edmundo Sosa will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. J.D. Davis is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here it comes. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Into the box, James McCann, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Davis aboard here at first with nobody out. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
Luis Guillorme will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. First offering. Swing and a liner. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Tyler Webb comes on now, and this move will force the switch hitter to bat from the right side.
And I think that's exactly the thought process, Matt. He's not as strong of a hitter from the right side, so we'll see if this proves to be a smart move out of the pen.
Brandon Nimmo will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Grounded to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They're down 2-1.
7th inning, stretch.
Jacob Barnes will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and next to hit is the catcher, Andrew Kisner.
The catcher, Andrew Kisner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Swing and a liner. Another full count pitch home. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat. Finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
To the plate now, Edmundo Sosa, fouled away. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Likely too shallow to advance here as that's taken by the center fielder. Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring in Tommy Edman. From the stretch. A 1 pitch on its way. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but fouled off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
That misses. 1-2. Kisner at second with 2 down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And that misses. Ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
And now here is Nolan Arenado in his career versus this pitcher, batting at an even .400. He also has 1 home run. From the stretch, here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
2 men are on with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 0-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Nimmo in pursuit. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Cards strand a couple. They still lead it 2-1.
There's a strange wind blowing. It's coming.
Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
Now it's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
So the next to bat will be Dominic Smith. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Drilled to first. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it. A base hit. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Albert Almora will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. In his career against this pitcher, small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Fouled off. To 1-2 now.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Fouled away. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he fouls this one off. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home.
Realized the pitcher and the hitter were being so charitable today, giving away 7 free souvenirs to the fans. This is one of those epic at-bats. Everyone wins.
And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here, as it'll remain second and third, but with one away now. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Into the box now, Michael Conforto. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 0-1, here it comes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here comes the 1-2. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch on its way.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. The 1-1. Fouled off. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hit on the ground to third. Arenado has it. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. Home half of the eighth, straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Albert Almora will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Jerry's Familia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Tyler O'Neill, lifetime against Familia. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. He's set and the pitch. Ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0. Now here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. Here now the 2-2. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. In now, Dylan Carlson, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees at strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Popped him up. Lindor has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. Justin Williams will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Stepping in now, Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Lifetime against Familia. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here it comes, 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 2 gone. Plate now is Andrew Kisner, singled last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Now the first pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
O'Neill on second. Williams on at first with 2 down. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. This one's down to third. Davis has got it. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. Score remains 2-2. Giovanni Gallegos will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, J.D. Davis. And the pitch.
0-1.
Now here's the pitch. Fouled away. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
At the plate, James McCann, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Jonathan Villar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. O'Neill waits on it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Aaron Loop comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And stepping up as the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa.
From the stretch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
So now to the plate, Tommy Edman, as he'll take a look at ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now the 1-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Strike two up in the zone.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next up is Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Pitch popped up. Alonso shading to his right, and no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and this game is still tied at 2-2. We are into extra innings, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon.
Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over the third.
Just short, hit hard. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Big at-bat now, and here is Francisco Lindor. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Slider laid off for a ball. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So here's Albert Almora next. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider work, and that thing's got depth and bite.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. A chance to win it now as we head to the bottom of the 10th, still tied. So here is Nolan Arenado, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch. In the air now, out to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Now at the plate is Tyler O'Neill. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
That's the wide, 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Now the 2-0. Dylan Carlson is on deck. The 3-0.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
The 3-1 pitch. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Next up, Dylan Carlson. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. That evens it up 1-1. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Almora. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
Game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Redbirds earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Giovanni Gallegos gets the W on the mound, so that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
It starts with me, I must admit. Let's go, I can't quit. It's still my time complaining to no benefit, but now making a contribution, so that makes me a solution. I've been a problem, now I'm part of the solution. My own personal retribution. The new me is new around. Just letting it go, I've been wrong before, but in fact it wasn't that long ago. I even hit the bottom low, but that was just part of my growth. My heart's always broken, I guess I'm starting over. And now my bad, it's all, it's going back through the motions. I just have a hold, was had no control. It was breaking my old, it was happening over and over again. That wasn't gold, so I had to take hold.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.